Hello, good morning, dobre utro from Bulgaria. It's another gorgeous day for house hunting. Today I'm going back to Stara Planina. I found another amazing house. Looks perfect for what I'm looking for 5,000 euros. So it looks good on pictures, but for that much money, it's probably not in a good state. So I'm really excited to go and explore. There's also some other villages that I want to see today. So let's get going. Welcome to village Kameshtitsa in Gabrovo region. We are just like on the foothills of Stara Planina. Unfortunately, I don't think this village actually has a view because it's just behind some hills, and it's pretty flat. Let's find this 5,000 euro house. The village itself does not look like it's very big. I think this building is somewhere on the outskirts because it does say that it's accessible by a dirt road. Let's wander around. Some people have big giant houses. Okay, this is one end of the village. Someone built a tiny house. My friends. Hello. The village instantly gets 10 points. Actually, the village does have a little bit of the view, just not of the mountains. It's like more like north of the mountains. You can see towards Sevlievo in that area. Again, I'm just wandering off into I don't know where. Yeah, behind this there's a house, believe it or not, but I don't think it's the house from the ad because this one is red brick and I'm looking for like a grayish kind of facade. So many abandoned ones again. Haven't found the one from the ad. This looks nice. That was the upper side of the town. Now I'm gonna go down and explore the downtown. Downtown. This is exactly the style of the house that I want, but in a livable condition. Oh, she's really cute. She's at the beginning of the village. I'm back at the beginning of the village. The only road possible is now a dirt road going into the forest. Okay, promising. Let's see. Wow, I can't believe it, but there's actually houses here behind. I don't know how you get to them. They look beautiful too. Oh my god. Oh. Maybe somewhere around. It's all fenced and overgrown. So, not sure. These houses are so hidden. It's not very common to have a house so far away from the village in Bulgaria. Like usually they're much more together. No, I'm just like wandering through a forest and there's like houses spread around. Okay, found some cows again. There's definitely houses here, but not the house I'm looking for. I mean, this one is beautiful. Look at that balcony. There's one over there as well. Okay, I'm gonna go closer to that one. Maybe that's the one. Just wandering through cow fields. Oh, actually, I think this might actually be the one. Yep. Wow, I can't believe I found it. Yeah, looks pretty same as the pictures. Wow. Okay, this is quite promising actually. It's not the idyllic location. Like there isn't a view of Stara Planina, let's say. But it is quite open here, and I'm not sure what would be behind here because it's so overgrown now, but let's go and explore. I can't believe I found the house. This is so exciting. So, ladies and gents, this is being sold for 5,000 euros. First of all, it looks like a little annex to the house here, and that wall has collapsed. But in many cases, the annexes are not made very well and are like the first ones to fall apart. Then we have here the basement. Let's check that out. Okay, now first let's just see. Okay, yeah, this was probably for cows. There's no seating, or some kind of animals, maybe like donkeys, we don't know. Yeah, it's all made out of cob mud bricks. Yeah, this is not in a great shape, definitely not. Now let's go to the actual house. Oh wow, it's like, oh, I just love these beams. This first room doesn't look too bad. Well, that wall maybe. The floor looks fine. And then we go up here and there's bigger problems, I guess. This is the height of the ceiling. Not the greatest, but I think you can definitely dig a little bit out and make at least a few centimeters more. Put new floors and all that. Yeah, definitely. This may be, oh, there's water there. Can make this in to a toilet. There used to be electricity. They said that electricity wires were stolen. So I guess someone was trying to renovate, but didn't work out. The floor here otherwise is all good. I mean, this is the bottom floor, so the beams look good. This wall would need to be, well, maybe you don't have to. Maybe you can just knock it down and have a one big space here. This looks nice. Yeah, this is cute. This was maybe a kitchen, I would say. Not sure. Yeah, this wall definitely needs to be fixed. So far, so good. I mean, it's 5,000 euros. We have a nice cupboard here that we can restore. Okay, I want to see the house. It's gonna be probably pretty hard to see with all the vegetation, all the jungle going on. This is the barn. The barn actually looks pretty decent. The roof. I think this was probably a chicken coop. This was chickens. Here maybe piglets. Yeah, quite sure it was. This barn looks decent. Looks you know, needs to be fixed, a few tiles, but not bad. So this is one barn. There's another huge building here. There's a little thing and a much bigger thing. Wow, this place comes with a... Wow, this could be the studio. Oops. So this whole building is another like barn, maybe for storing wheat and stuff, and it's quite big. Like, imagine this as an artist studio where people can just come, maybe do yoga or create art. That would be nice. The studio space. It's amazing. Things you could do with this. And then here is the outside toilet. Outside toilet. Oh, I'm walking on how do you call them? I'm a little bit afraid to open this. I don't know why. Well, used to be a toilet. Probably will be very soon again. So yeah, lots of buildings. This probably was also like for animals. Yeah, big barn. And now let's try to see the house. The actual, well, this will be very hard to see because, yeah. Okay, this is the house. Okay, let's go upstairs. I hope you can, because those stairs look dodgy. I'm going super slow because I don't know, like, don't want to fall. Okay. So yeah, they stole the windows as well, it says. Crazy what people do. Yeah, and all the electricity. So there's no electricity here. Let's go inside. Alright. It's pretty big, a lot of room. Yeah. There's a lot of work to be done, definitely. The ceiling looks decent. I don't think, you know, it's just the corners, the chimney, that's usually a problem. You know, it's all made of cob, this house, so... Oh, someone's pants. So that means just play with clay a little bit and we fix it. The floors look okay. Yeah, the windows. The windows are gone. This would be a nice bedroom. Maybe this used to be a door to the annex. Or I don't know, or a window. Nice bathroom. You know what I think? honestly, I've seen houses like this being sold for 15,000 and this one is 5. So in all honesty, I mean, this is not renovation, this is restoration. Like, you need to restore the entire thing. I don't know how, like, where do you even begin after tidying up? Like, do you need to replace all these floors that are cracked? Or can you just put stuff on top? Because the beams look nice. Maybe there's a few rotten ones that you need to replace, but most of them look okay. Okay, now for the big finale. Where am I having my morning coffee? In my little balcony. Just over here. Overlooking the jungle. Yeah, the village, the main streets where I was walking are just up here. And then there's the neighbors, the farms with the cows here on the side. So it says in the ad that it comes with 1,500 square meters of land and some fruit trees. Not sure. Yeah, it's so overgrown now that you can't even like separate what is actually like growing here. It seems there's a lot of space, a lot of land, you know, there's no neighbors like right next to the house, which is what I really like. So you get that privacy here. I like this property, I really do, but I'm just wondering, like, this is so much work. How would I, like, where would I live? In a tent? How would I even be restoring these walls? No idea. Yeah, just again, this is the surroundings of the house on its left side. This is like in the front, it's like a little forest, and on its right also, but there behind there is the village. So this is the first neighbor, and here behind is a house. It's not super close, but it's also not really far away. I'm not sure. I don't think that's abandoned. I think those dogs are barking here at the house. I think if you compare this house to what's out in the market, I think actually this might be a very good bargain for a lot of people. If you want a traditional cob made house and you're up for restoring it, then this is it. For me, I don't know, I think this is probably a little bit more that I can chew. If this house was in a better condition and I don't know, 5,000 euros more expensive for that reason, I would be considering taking it, because I do like how secluded it is. This is probably the most secluded house I've seen on my house hunts, because usually they're just so much closer to the village, to the town. So here you really have privacy, but then again, yeah, you have these dogs all around, which is hard to avoid anywhere in Bulgaria. Like, almost everyone has their dog, aka alarm system. I wonder what's with these two properties here, but I don't know how to get to them because they look much better, but there's no path. One thing I just noticed, this is completely new electricity system leading up to the house, so that's good. I'm still trying to see if there's anywhere I can get to these houses. Oh, but it's so overgrown. I think maybe This is the path to the house. Okay, we're closer. Maybe it looks like a vacation house of some sorts. Oh, no one has been here for a while, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's so hard to see. But this house looks in a very good condition. Such a shame. What a great property to come and just relax for the weekend. It's just like in the middle of a forest. There's really not many people around here. Peace and quiet. But for whatever reason, it's just been left here. It's also not plugged to electricity anymore. I'm not connected to it. Electricity. All right, let's get out of this jungle. I want to drive to the neighbouring village, which is just up the road. It looks like another small, cute little village. So let's go and explore that one. Penkovtsi. I just parked myself at the end of the village, I guess, and I'm just gonna do a very quick round because I saw there's traditional nice buildings here. Small but cute. Yeah. Looks in a better state than the one I saw before. Look at that. This is the last house and it's inhabited. Here we go. Really, like it's at the top of the village. Last house. Doesn't look abandoned though. Someone was taking care of the surroundings. Wow. Look at that barn. See, now this is the perfect location. Let's try to take a better look at the house. Someone here. Doesn't look like anyone's here. But why? So you have the house, and then you have all the barns blocking the view. Why? That is insane. I would literally rather live in a barn with a view than in this house that is hidden from the view. Please tell me if this makes sense to any of you, that you would put a huge barn in front of the house to block the view of beautiful mountains. It all looks very solid. Someone was living here until recently. The roof and everything looks solid. The barns, everything. This would be a good purchase for the location, but I would need, I don't know what I would do with the barn, but definitely I would want to have the house. Nice view. Oh my god, I lost my sunglasses and I found them here. That's what you get when you trespass and climb through jungles. Like, I was honestly like, I'm not the kind of person to lose things, like really not. I lost one sunglasses once in Italy 10 years ago, and these, and I was just like, no, it's definitely not happening again. I'm going after them. So I went and looked at the footage. When was the last time that I had them on? And it was just before, when I was here. And so I went back now and retrieved them. I don't know, maybe that's a sign that it's enough. It's enough of these shenanigans. It's been very intense 2 weeks of house hunting. I mean, super fun. It feels like I found the area and I have an exact idea of what I want. I just need to find that perfect combination of the house itself and the location on my budget, and that's it, sealed. But it's easier said than done, as you see. Like, I've been doing this for a while, and it also becomes discouraging a little bit. It becomes exhausting because every new house hunt you get your hopes up. Okay, is this gonna be the day? Is this gonna be the village? Is this gonna be the house? And then at the end you can just get a little bit disappointed, and you know, it's not that encouraging. Yeah. Okay, so decision time. Should we continue or should we just call it quits and just go and actually enjoy a little bit of the property where I'm staying and have a little bit of time for myself? I would need that also. Oh my god, I'm so happy I found these. Thought it was a bit weird to end my video there. So I drove on top of a hill in Sevillevo and tried to find a nice view of Stara Planina. It's just behind the bushes. Yeah, basically I just wanted to say, like, some days are not fabulous and amazing, and you know, not every day is great. That's just life. But I think recognizing when things are not going your way and just say like, all right, let's do something else then, is also like a skill. To not like force things and push your head through the wall, but just be like, you know what, the day feels a bit off, why not take a self-care day or chill day? Whatever you want day. Wow, this is stunning though. When it comes to house hunting, I think this was my most exciting, most fun season yet, because I just felt like I'm so close now to finding the right place and the right house. I feel like I know where I want to be, and I mean, I knew what I want, but now I'm 100% sure. So I don't think I'm gonna waste my time with things that don't tick all the boxes. I'm not sure if it's gonna be possible to buy a house this year, but it doesn't matter. Like, the house will come when it will come. I'm ready for it, really, really ready now, and just waiting for the universe to send me to the right place, to the right people, to the right house. I'm gonna take a little vacation now, go back to Slovenia for a little vacation for 2 weeks, and then we continue the journey in Bulgaria. Exciting! I'm going back to a place that you guys really, really loved, so I'm super excited. I mean, I loved it as well. It's gonna be tough because it's gonna be winter approaching, but nothing better than to just test how I'm gonna survive these conditions, these harsh Bulgarian winter conditions in the mountains. If you have any tips, let me know. And thank you so much again for joining me. Tell me which village and which episode was your favorite from this entire season. Thank you so much for your support and all your love. Now I'm gonna go sit on a terrace and drink a cold beer. I deserve it. All right. Bye bye. Ciao. Adieu. Na zdrowie.